If you're new to 7 Days to Die and can't seem to find a gyrocopter, or if you're an experienced player but want to find out the easiest and quickest way to get your hands on a gyrocopter, then this video is for you. I'll be going over 3 methods of getting a gyrocopter in 7 Days to Die, the last method being my favourite, which also happens to be hypothetically the fastest. Keep in mind that I said hypothetically the fastest, I'll explain that later. So with that out of the way, let's get into the 3 ways you can get a gyrocopter in 7 Days to Die Alpha 19. Method number 1 is doing it the good old fashioned way, looting. According to the game files, the schematics for the gyrocopter parts can be looted from all the places you normally find books and schematics like bookcases and filing cabinets, once you reach game stage 50 or higher. Or they can be given as a reward for completing high tier quests. From there you can craft the gyrocopter parts in the workbench. The actual gyrocopter parts can be looted from strong zombies that have dropped a loot bag. They can also be looted from car part shipping containers or broken workbenches, but in order for the actual parts to spawn, you'll need to be at least game stage 50. To craft a gyrocopter, you'll also need wheels, which can be crafted using common items found in the wasteland, as well as lead car batteries and car engines. Batteries and engines can be scrapped from cars which still have some of the paneling intact with a wrench, or they can be found in random drops in the same places as the gyrocopter parts can be found. You can also guarantee an engine drop by scrapping an actual engine that you find in several POIs across the game, and you can double the number of engines you get on these pre-placed engines by investing in the 5th rank of the Salvage Operations perk in the Perception tree. And remember that the quality and health of a car battery has no effect on the final vehicle it is put into, so any old level 1 battery will do just fine for the gyrocopter. This method requires a lot of luck, and you'll need to be a fairly high level for these things to spawn. So I would say that this is far from the fastest way to get a gyrocopter, but it is fairly low effort. For method number 2, we have a more direct approach, the Grease Monkey perk. At Grease Monkey rank 5 in the intellect tree, you will unlock the ability to craft the gyrocopter parts without any schematics, which cuts out half of the looting in RNG already. But it also allows you to craft gyrocopter parts 33% cheaper, which is especially helpful for the high steel costs of the gyrocopter chassis. Grease Monkey is a fantastic perk with much more utility than just unlocking the gyrocopter, including letting you craft gasoline 20% cheaper and craft all the vehicles in the game without schematics, and this method will remove any game stage limits to you getting the gyrocopter, so while it requires much higher perk investment than method 1, it does allow you to get it much earlier in theory. Just before we jump into the final method, if you're enjoying this video, consider leaving a like so I know. Keep making these videos and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to keep up to date with more videos just like this. This final method will allow you to hypothetically get a gyrocopter on day 1, but the likelihood of that actually happening is some serious planets aligning dream speedrun luck. Even without a rabbit's foot, it's still a reliable and easy way to get a gyrocopter relatively quickly. And that method is trading. The secret stash of the traders can hold many treasures, and one of those is the gyrocopter and its parts. Trader Joel, Jen, Hugh and Rek all have a chance for the gyrocopter parts or even the entire gyrocopter to spawn in their secret stash once you have at least better barter rank 3. However, they aren't who we're really interested in if you want gyrocopter early, although they are still a very good source of vehicles and parts, once you have better barter rank 3 at least. The man, the myth, the legend that we need to save us all is Trader Bob. This man is my hero. He is the saviour of mankind and the second coming of Christ. Bob single-handedly carries this game on his back and gets absolutely no thanks for it. Why do I praise Lord Bob so much? Because Trader Bob can sell any vehicle or vehicle part in his inventory, not just his secret stash, as early as day 1. Now I'd still say invest in better barter to get a better chance of the gyrocopter spawning, because it still adds the gyrocopter to his secret stash again, essentially doubling the chance of it spawning, but you don't need better barter for it to hypothetically spawn in his inventory as early as day 1. Now while the gyrocopter may have a chance to spawn in Trader Bob's inventory, it is a low chance, so don't get your hopes up for that day 1 gyrocopter, especially since the base price for the gyrocopter is 100,000 dukes. You're probably not getting it on day 1, but it isn't impossible. But day 10 onwards is a very real possibility. Now you may be wondering, pre-built, how on earth am I going to get 100,000 dukes? And the answer is, you don't. I have a video popping up on the top right which is a trading tutorial, and in that I show you how to get a huge 70% discount on anything you want from the trader. I'll also be making a money making guide soon, so if you want to stay up to date on that, then hit that subscribe button if you're interested in either of those things. If you're not interested in either of those things, I hope you at least enjoyed today's video and learned something new. Consider leaving a like while you're here, and comment down below any Gyrocopter tips you might have for new players. But with that guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.